Other words of advice for someone in the kitchen, whether it's making this dish or just something in general?
There's a certain element of work involved anytime you cook. You know, there's a lot to do. I'm a big fan of sort of washing things as you go. That would be one of my suggestions, is rather than throw everything into the sink and realize you have a whole pile. Like if you wash one or two things as you use them, you're usually left with a lot more reasonable cleanup on the back end. Hello, Wylie Dufresne here. We're at WD-50 today, and we're going to be making shrimp grits. Well, it's not shrimp and grits, it's shrimp grits. It's our riff on the classic shrimp and grits. It's actually shrimp as grits. I think it certainly plays to our style, our approach.
How long have you been on this street?
On Clinton Street?
Yeah.
We've been here for about 11 and a half years. We make modern American food, contemporary American food. It's fun, there's sort of a wink and a smile there. Everything is not quite as it seems. The ingredients are not exactly what you expect. So we're going to take shrimp and we're going to grind them several times and cook them a couple of times until they resemble grits. A little bit of vegetable stock, some freeze-dried corn, it's been ground into a powder, some scallions. We're going to add a little bit of butter to gild the lily, give it some richness, and then we're going to put it in a bowl with a little bit of shrimp oil, some scallions, and a little bit of pickled jalapeno. The first step is taking whole peeled shrimp, which we have right over here, and grinding them 2 times till they're nicely broken down. I would go for economy over size in that case. We use great shrimp, American shrimp from the Gulf, and it's great. It's delicious. Then we're going to put it on the stove in a pot, and we're gonna cook that shrimp in some butter with a little bit of cayenne. We're gonna cook it and cook it and cook it until it begins to resemble grits. Then we're gonna grind it one more time just to make sure that it really is broken down. If you want to do a dish at home, in terms of the dishes on our menu right now, this is probably one of the more reasonable ones for you to take on. There is an equipment commitment at times here with the food, but this one, again, barring the purchasing of a meat grinder, you could maybe do it by hand. I think that you would not get the results, the exact results that you're looking for. You might not fool your dinner guests. Other than that, it's pretty manageable. You need a pot, you need some salt, some butter, veg stock. You could use water instead of veg stock, really, if you wanted to. It just wouldn't give you as much flavor. All right, so we've ground our shrimp, we've cooked it, we've ground it 3 more times, and now we've cooled it down, so we've now made our grits. So we're just gonna take some of that shrimp, put it in a pot. We're gonna take a little bit of veg stock that we made. We wanted something a little bit lighter, a little bit cleaner, that wouldn't interfere with the flavors. So it's a pretty light vegetable stock. I would just take some white vegetables, some onions, celery, garlic, and cover those with some water. Roughly chop them, cover them with some water, and add some shredded Napa cabbage. Simmer that whole thing for about 45 minutes. Strain it out. Again, it's a very light broth. It's not a real hearty stock because we don't want it to compete with the shrimp and the corn, but really to complement sort of the vegetal nature of the corn, obviously. So we're just gonna take some of our freeze-dried corn. Freeze drying is a very cool process. They freeze things, then under vacuum they draw all the moisture out, so you're left with the classic astronaut ice cream type texture of corn kernels, which are then ground into a powder. We're just gonna heat that up together in a pot, stir it up, let it thicken up a bit. We're gonna add a tiny knob of butter, a little bit of scallion, a little bit of salt. So that's about it. We've thickened it up a bit, we've tightened it up a little bit. We're gonna put it in our bowl, add some pickled jalapeños, a bit more scallion, and some shrimp oil that we made from the heads. And that is shrimp grits. You could cook as much of it as you want. Keep in mind, this is probably a lot more shrimp than you think.
Yeah.
So eating while you may feel like I could definitely get down on a big bowl, you would be eating a lot of shrimp, which is okay by me. I mean, if that's how you want to go for it. Should we try it? Come try it, yeah. Zach, welcome. Get a jalapeno in there, come on. There you go. It's not bad.
Oh, it's incredible.
I mean, if you like shrimp, it's kind of fun, you know?
Well,
It's got some of that
consistency of grits. Who'd have thought?
Yeah. It's got like that nice brininess from the shrimp, a little sweetness from the corn, some bite. I think it's well balanced. We take the familiar and present it in an unfamiliar way, or we take something unfamiliar and present it in a very familiar way. If you want to see the recipe, please click the link below on Munchies TV.